Stream up. Fucking freak, or well, didn't freak Joe up, but like blew Joe's mind fucking the other day at work. I fucking actually I rolled a doob to smoke with Kayla. In the morning went really, really bad, and we just didn't get to smoke it.
Cool.
And I forgot I fucking took it with me. So like I got out at work, like I'd like walked up on the porch and like it was in my hand, like I'd just been clutching it in my fist the whole time. Because it was like a, you know, I rolled me a big old log, and like I'm standing there, I'm like, oh fuck, I was like, yeah, there ain't no fucking point in smoking this out here. It's all fucking cold as fuck, you know. And these motherfuckers burn for like a good 20-30 minutes. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I'm not smoking this out here. I'm putting it in my pack, and he was like, smoking what? He was like, god damn, he was like, what's that, a double fucking, a double Camel White or something? He's like, what kind of damn cigarette is that? And I'm like, oh, it's not a cigarette, it's a doob. And like, I pulled it back out and kind of showed it to him. He was like, that ain't a fucking joint. He was like, that's a fucking blunt. I was like, no, this is a doob. He was like, no, like, that's the size of the cigar. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I roll big joints. Like, he was like, that's not a joint. I was like, okay, it's my joint. Like, it's a knee joint. Dave come walking up, like, he's like walking up the porch. He's like, I fucking told you this guy smokes ridiculous. He was like, I just stayed hungry around him. Huh? That's what I did last time. I was like, oh, like, you got room to talk, fucking Mr. fucking smoke like 10 grams of wax in fucking 3 days. Like, how much wax you got left? Oh, he dead. Dude, when I got there the first day, like, he did a dab. And when I tell you he blew like Reclaim out all over this like, I thought he blew it out on the countertop. You know, the counter, because we're in the job, you know. I was like, oh my, dude, you know, I just looked out because he just like blew all the return out. What the fuck? He's like, what do you say? He was like, oops. He just, that guy dabs like he's going out of style. You can tell he used to do other shit. Okay? Weed's not, he really likes dabs, but he really likes dabs in the weed world. Because if he was a real weed connoisseur, he'd be smoking, dabbing, eating edibles, like...
He just likes it potent.
He likes the potent shit. You know what I'm saying? He used to like to do coke.
See, that's what I was saying, like, wax and shit for me is almost too strong. You know, like, yeah, I like doing it now and then, but I can't smoke it regularly.
Well, listen, some people would argue that wax is a drug, compared to, because I don't consider weed a drug, and this is just my opinion. But I can agree with people, because, like, people be like, now you're going back on what you said. No, it's just, there's a manufacturing element to wax, right? You can't just, and let's be real about this, because people will go like, oh, you can make resin. Look, charred up ass resin that nobody wants is not the same thing as wax. Don't do that. Don't disrespect fucking the weed game like that. That is not the same thing. But there is a manufactured element to wax. You name one way to me that doesn't require you to use some shit. You can make wax. You can't. Now you can take some keef and make little fucking like hash flakes, but again, that's not wax. Hash and wax are two different things. Like, there's a real manufactured element to it with the heat press and the, there's, you know, if you do the butane way, now, like, you're getting in now you're fucking with chemicals. And there's, you know, the others. But if you're going the press, It's a little more organic, but it's still, it's not like, you gotta make it. You gotta make it, and then it becomes wax. So I consider, I can see where people are like, oh, wax is a drug. Like, okay, there's druggy elements to wax, but it's like, again, you don't see people just doing a bunch of crazy shit with it either, though. Like, I've never heard of nobody hitting dabs and then going out and robbing banks. I've never heard of anybody hitting dabs and going out and fucking shooting some shit up and getting into this, like, really nasty brawl and, like, knife fight or anything like that.
Maybe if they were coming down off it, I don't know.
I've never. But you know what
I've
always heard of somebody getting themselves into some shit after getting fucked up on some alcohol or getting fucked up on coke and coming down and, like, so that's where I kind of just like, there's severe differences with wax. Have I seen some people do some dumb shit with weed? Yeah. So it's like, you'll have them people that are all pro, like, with weed, like, oh, everybody should smoke. I've never said that. I said I think the world would be a happier place if a lot more people smoked. But I also think there's plenty of people that, like, I've seen stoned, and it was like, yeah, you should probably never do that again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just flips a switch, and then it's just like, oh, fuck. Shit, I had a buddy, his fucking name was Doug, and that, like, motherfucker hit a bowl one time and could not move for 3 hours. Like, legitly would sit down in spot. You could have him hit a bowl in the middle of the road. He's gonna sit down right there. And you're not gonna get him to move. It fucks with his balance. Like, he can barely sit up. Weed's not friendly to him. I had to tell him to quit hanging out with that, me, well, not basically me, but the crowd I was hanging out with, because he didn't need it, I wasn't trying to be, they were trying to use him. He was kind of a yuppie kid that, like, followed mom and dad's him and his brother, kind of followed mom and dad's every word. Like, he had a bank account by the time he was, like, 15, and had, like, by the time he was, like, 21, 22, he had, because he was, like, a year or two older than I was. He had a bit of money already, saved up. And he was the oldest, like, Doug was the oldest. His mom and them let him have his card. And, like, he was getting into that, like, this kid fucking Cody and fucking, like, this back, I was still dating Gabe's mom, like, her and, like, her friend Melinda hung out, together. So it was, like, her, Melinda, fucking Cody, Melinda's boyfriend, this girl Jenny, her boyfriend. Like, they were all trying to use Doug, though. Like, let me borrow, like, $20 for a pack of, get a couple packs of cigarettes. And he was just, like, yan all the time. And I had to tell him one day, I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick, but they're not your friend. Like, I was like, I know I'm sounding like a dick right now. I was like, I'll be your friend and you ain't got to do none of this. Like, we can just hang out. Like, you ain't got to smoke no weed, trying to fit in, doing shit you don't do. Like, dude, these kids are going to get, like, they're going to get you in trouble. Like, they're going to get you into some shit that you just don't, like, Like, he worked up at the local VG's and shit at the grocery store, and shit. He was just, you could tell he was real straight-laced. Just got out of high school kind of shit.
I need another beverage.
She's gonna join me after. She goes out of this match. Let's start one. Dude, I love this song. This is gonna be my new morning jam. To start my day.
Let go. No, don't. You gotta be
There's no issue yet.
Bullshit.
Started with. Stay down.
So if you drop me that and DMZ, I will get it.
Listen, if you go into
Still sit at the
DMZ,
title screen.
before you extract, if somebody drops an M13 to you, that unlocks it.
Or if you get it all the way leveled.
Only if somebody drops it to you. The only gun that's like this that you can get is the honey badger. You can get the honey badger, or well, the Chimera, but you gotta get. No, you gotta get this in DMZ. Isaac, give me that.
Like if you did that to
Isaac.
Let it go,
Wait, I
Isaac.
gotta go to my truck. I'll be right back.
All right.
if you dropped me in DMZ, I would get it. It's just you would have.
Set it up there.
You wouldn't have your
Huh?
F13.
Says you're offline.
But one of them might.
Oh, we gotta say fuck up friends with us again?
One of them can be me.
Oh, you're off of the damn thing.
Some Eric ones I was seeing. He did just say is that main menu, I think.
Superman! Well, the leg came off.
What the hell? Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, it doesn't matter really. I don't know. But I never censored it. Want your cookie to eat still? Same one I started with. Stay down, stay down. Up now, up now, up now. Stay down, ain't no issue, yeah. Resolutions, with no issue, yeah. Stay down, stay down. I don't feel like that's accurate. Cause that motherfucker hit you.
Huh?
I said that motherfucker hit you quick. Like.
You gotta think it smoked a bit too.
Oh, hey, Liam, here. Go give us the rose. Oh.
Damn.
Shut up.
That's fucked up.
Shut the fuck up.
Are you still looking at the main screen?
No, I sent you an invite, but I may have to send you another one because I invited, Kayla invited me and fuck it, I just joined her because it wouldn't let me invite her.
It don't say the milligram THC.
This is 16 grams,
No,
which doesn't make sense.
no, it's THC.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. It's got protein in it though.
5 grams.
Well, look, you got to think about it. All right, if it's 200 milligrams per package.
I know, but you gotta think it's like how it does a little fucking.
Yeah, it should, but it's like it's 4 cookies, so it's got to be 50 apiece.
Like that would be.
No, it's 200,
Yeah.
so it'd be 50 apiece.
Exactly.
See, I still don't get how they, because look, just like old boy,
I think I
just like old boy with the nerd ones, he tried to tell us he tried to tell them they were just as strong, or maybe just a tiny bit stronger than the first batch that Zelly got, which was not fair, that was not accurate because of how he dosed the fucking shit. They ended up being like double. You know what I mean? It wasn't like 100 plus 75. It was more like 200, probably plus another 100, give or take. You know what I mean? Like, the motherfuckers were strong as fuck. And then he cut the squares way bigger. So it's just like, the dose was wrong.
How do we see me back in here?
I mean, I can. Here in a second. No, I can do it. We're the same ones that started with. Hey, don't be acting all crazy, Liam. You're gonna get his hand or some shit. I'm gonna have to kick your butt. See? That's what I'm saying. You're starting to act all fucking crazy. And you're being told not to.
That's how you're act up. You're get chocolate milk and acting like.
You're literally doing what you're being told right before doing it, what not to do, and you're doing it anyway. Where'd the scissors go that were over there? Really, dude? You... No. Honey, you used them to cut them open. No. Then baby, that was over here. Okay. You're mad at me when shit gets cut up. I'm just saying. Baby, okay, well then they already got them. And I'm trying to tell you that they already have them because they are not over here.
Is that gas?
Yes, Liam. Oh no! Oh, in the game? No, that's Eric. But yeah, I think he's max level too.
Can you talk to Eric?
No,
Why?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I can talk to Eric. Oh yeah. Talk about, can I talk to Eric? You know why? Because we're a squad.
Alright, 9:30.
Alright. Launch it. Okay.
Like, what is really going on here? Oh my God. See it? Do you see it behind the guy? Do you see what's sitting behind the guy? Oh my God. Like, what is really going on here? Oh my God. See it? Do you see it behind the guy? Do you see what's sitting behind the guy? Oh my God. Like, what is really going on here?
No, this is bullshit. I hate it when these videos say, "Can you see it? Can you see it? I can't see shit."
Behind the guy? Do you see what's sitting behind the guy? Oh my God. Like, what is really
I missed that.
Oh my God.
What'd you say, Eric?
Oh, this is videos that you get on Facebook, you know, where they say pay attention, look at a certain spot. I had to watch it 10 times to see it. And there's nothing. You don't see shit.
You know why? Because they're just getting you to view it.
Yeah.
That's like the ones that, like, it'll be like, watch till the end. You'll, like, wait for some climactic event to happen and it's just nothing. It's like, wait, what the fuck? What did I just watch? Facebook's getting loose with their shit, too. I was showing Kayla. Like, I kept having these, like... I didn't know what they were at first. Like, it'd be... Because, you know, like, they'll have, like, people, like, doing, like, lives, too. You know, like, Facebook lives. And it'll be, like... Like, you'll have people doing, like... They're, like, advertising, like, their own, like... jewelry they make. Or, like, they're advertising some kind of, like, makeup shit. You know, or they're just doing a live about some random shit talking. Like, there's a lot of them popping up with these, like, and a lot of them seem to be foreign. But they're, like, these girls, like, doing really fucking questionable shit. Like, in ways where it's, like, it's showing, like, almost showing, should I say, body parts. And usually they're really against that shit. Like, you know, Facebook will flag your shit real quick. You know, like, no, you can't do that. You know what I mean? It was just, I'm like, I was telling her, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, what is this, softcore, like, OnlyFans? Like, what are they gonna call it? Like, Facebook fans? Like, look, you can only show half a nipple. And just one. Like, I can't show both my nipples. Nope, and not even your full nipple. You gotta, like, put a pasty over half of it. Half a nip. Fuck it, just half the boob. Cover up half the boob. Like, what the fuck? Weird ass fucking. See how quickly that turned into a laugh, you fake ass?
Or two, dude.
Well, you trying to be an actor? You should be an actor, yo. He's gonna take us to the big leagues, huh? You're gonna buy Dad a Ferrari.
A lot of people.
Are you surprised?
A lot of people, a lot no, and I'm not even on the double yet.
Oh my god, how in the fuck? I just got shivved to death. Chuck, did you see it? No.
Yeah, he wanted you bad.
Yeah, he touched me in ways that, like, Have me questioning things.
Looks like we got another one! On the ground!
I don't know whether to be amazed or disrespected, you know? I'm just saying, like it was that bad. All by myself.
Just wondering when we'll actually be like, you know, to the point like being gamer.
I mean, never know, bro.
People,
Yeah, I'm better than you, bro. I don't have to aim. What? Oh, we had a 3-plate too.
On the left, on the left. Right by the...
Oh. Got him.
Your squad mate was broken. They are no longer with
Oh shit. Motherfucker thought he had me on the run. Bitch, I was coming to you. I get super confident in the gulag.
You weren't chasing me.
Yeah, bro, right. Like, look, you motherfuckers ain't put in here with fuck. You don't know. I'm not putting here with y'all. Y'all put in here with me. You better think about that. You better bum rush me, motherfucker. Like. All right, now I feel like I'm warmed up. Look, Isaac just gets look, he knows, dude. Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, Isaac's at it. Look, Isaac's like, I got it. Look, I got it. I got it. Look, Isaac's like, I fucked up. I'm gonna go get it right now. Like, I got it. I got it. I've seen you do it 1,000 times. I'll get my best this time. My bad. Oh fuck, I love my kids. Dude, that's dude, Isaac, 100%. Like, dude, all he has to do is see you doing something. It's like, oh, this is what we're doing right now. Like, got it. No problem. Like, we're cleaning the house. I'm with it. He ain't really hard to convince. You just gotta start doing shit. You know what I mean? Like, gotta love kids like that. Damn it. Where the fuck is this contract, dude? I can hear it. It's pissing me. I mean, Gabe's my super kind one. Yeah, he is. He is. He is. That's like, Dave was saying that too. He was like, Gabe's, he was like, cause he was like talking to Gabe and his son, you know, of course his son Junior. As he was like, damn. He's like, I just realized how much Gabe and him are alike. He was like, Gabe's just a little, I was like, what, lazy? He was like, I didn't want to say that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I get it. His mom kind of does a lot of shit for him. So, you can tell, it speaks. Well, you can tell though, he's tried to be more independent. She just don't want to let him. I can hear people. Fuck it, I'm out.
Oh, Sarah's completely independent. Just she has zero responsibilities.
Well, he see, that's the thing, like, and he does it more so here. Like, he'll ask, like, he wants to make himself food. He don't come in here and ask me, like, oh, Dad, I'm hungry. The only time I get that out of him is, like, he's went in there and you know, like, it's meal stuff, you know what I mean? He's like, damn, Dad, like, can I, you know, where's the, like, stuff,
oh,
you
my
know?
kid's nasty. So, like, when she's home, when Sue's home, like, Sue's making her lunch, making her snacks. It's fucking retarded.
And that's, like, I keep trying to talk, see, it's like, at least Gabe understands. Like, I try to talk, like, about that shit with Liam and Junior now, like, to get them to understand, like, I've had people say it's cool, you shouldn't, you know, you don't need to do that. No, dude, I'm not gonna always be here. I'm not, and neither is she.
Well, like Sarah can do.
I don't want them to be scared, but I want them to understand that there's definitely gonna be a time where we're not here. We're not gonna even be a phone call away. You're not gonna be able to call me and go, Dad, I don't know how to fix this. I have a problem and I don't know what to do. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own. But you will have your brothers. You will be able to bounce ideas off of them. Like, family is important, but relying on yourself is also important. Being able to, you know, buckle down and focus and go, alright, you know what, this is in me, I can do it, I just gotta figure this out. You know, I don't want them being crippled. And I know a lot of younger, you know, my generation even, and then younger than me, that, you know, and it's just more prevalent where it's like they don't know what to do without their fucking parents, or fucking, like, they've had their parents micromanaging shit for them so long that now they're becoming adults and
constantly like, oh, I don't know how to do something. So literally, you know, she'll strike up a conversation with her. I'm like, fucking Google it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, the stuff would be powerless to find the information. Really
sorry.
Stupid and asinine. You know what I mean? Now, I wouldn't say that. But that's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
Why you gotta get it so slow?
But yeah, no, it's, you know, I heard them walking in earlier, and, you know, it was, like, just the way Sarah talks to her mom, you know, is painful. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. No,
like,
and I can...
I watched Sue, as sick as it was, throw herself completely at Sarah. Like I said, we had a plan. You know, we talked, you know, we used to hang out like you and Kayla hang out. Every fucking day. Okay? We talked all the fucking time. And then, like I told you, when Sarah was born, she did like this 180.
I froze up.
Where she just lost her fucking mind. And it started slowly. But, you know, I can track it back to that far back. But now, like, you know, literally, Sarah treats her mother like garbage. Like absolute fucking garbage.
No, that's
and,
no, that wouldn't fly with me.
I used to get involved, man. But
doesn't matter who's there, you can get them now.
You know what I mean? Sue won't stand up. Like, it doesn't matter whether I interject. You know what I mean?
But no, I get it. I get that. Yeah.
And if I say anything, then, you know, I'm an asshole. You know, then she's pissed at me. And it's just, like I said, I can't be around this anymore. You know, it's just, it's absolute insanity.
See, that's not quite Kayla and her mom. Kayla talks to her mom with respect. It's just Kayla has a very low tolerance. Her mom, like, for instance, like, that's Danielle with her, or at least she used to be. Danielle's gotten better. I will say that. Like, Danielle's kind of grown and gotten a little more responsible, but her youngest sister, Danielle's like that hardcore, like, really just real, like, she'll tell her mom to shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like shit, like, Danielle's real obnoxious.
Like I said,
now,
knowing Sue, and, you know, one of the things that attracted me to her was how strong she was, and, you know, what a strong personality. You know, I mean, for good or bad, I think today that would give me a red flag. You know what I mean? But, like, she turned into this marshmallow, just this fucking doormat, and it's gross. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally such a fucking turn off how weak and pathetic she's gotten. And only with Sarah. And she's so, like, I guarantee you, half her bitchiness towards me is, you know, whatever she sees in Sarah that she sees me. You know what I mean? But
For sure.
like I said, in her mind, you know, like she can't shit on Sarah or defend herself against Sarah, so she shit on me the whole time.
You know, and what kills me too is I've seen situations like that before. Well, should I say I remember them? Because like there was a kid in school, Lathan, that I went to school with for quite a few years. That fucking, that's how his mom and dad were. But he was like a problem child. But like, she was always defending him. But you could tell, I swear to God, she had this look in her eye. And was always getting on, you know, Lathan's dad. Because he had a sister too. But it was like Lathan's dad, like, about getting on Lathan. But it was like, she had this look in her eye almost like she just wanted him to beat the shit out of Lathan. It was just like, what? Well, make up your fucking mind. Like, anytime he tries to discipline him, like, you're, leave him alone. Or leave my baby alone. You know, like almost like that constant in her look in her eye. Like, this is your fault. You know, kind of shit.
I know it stems
like
from the relationship
it's
she has
your
with her
fault.
mom.
You're like that, or like my kid's like this kind of shit. Like he gets basically like he gets this from you. You know.
Yeah, no. And
that's something me and her definitely like. We get frustrated with the kids, but I've never made a point of like, you know, they're definitely just both of us, you know. So you can't condemn. You can't even condemn the kid, man. Because you know what people don't understand?
She cannot say anything back to Sarah.
This is something that's scientifically proven, and it kills me, and especially today, people have this perception, like parents today have this perception where it's like, oh, okay, I can sculpt my kids, right? If I control what they see, what they hear, you know, everything, like I control everything, I'm gonna make them exactly who they are. I'm gonna control who they turn out to be. That's not true. They've proven we are coded like the way we are. It goes by ancestry. There's traits in all of us where that can come out. Like your kid could be like a grandparent, fucking, you know, or a great grandparent. Like our traits are tied.
But, I mean, we are still a product of our upbringing,
our environment. But my point being is like, that's why I'm saying you have the parents that like blame themselves, like a kid grow up to turn out to be a murderer, right? Oh my God, what I do wrong?
Yeah, no, I mean
it's all my fault.
Kind of
You can't. But that's my point. People try to like mold and sculpt, and it's just like, oh, ultimately they're like,
all you can do is give
control.
them as much information as possible.
Right.
And guide them.
That's not our job. That's not our job. No. Our job is to just try to give them the keys to fucking survive.
Instead, Sue filled her head with all sorts of entitlement nonsense and did nothing as far as parenting.
And see, that's my point. You know,
it's the same thing with the dogs. A simpler example, okay? I guarantee you, if I tell her I want the dogs, she will fight me on custody. Even though she does nothing. She
it was
feeds
mom.
them. You know what I mean?
Did it. I did.
That's all she does is she feeds them. And she cuddles with them. She doesn't walk them. She doesn't play with them. She doesn't interact with them. It's just they're there to warm her lap and cuddle with her at night, and she feeds them and kicks them out the door to go in the backyard. But she will, you know, and she did the same thing with the kids. You know what I mean? Like
she got your ass good with that one. He's tough. I feel bad. Look, I feel bad for kids, man. Fuck. He just slapped the shit out of you and you hit him back just hard. He didn't say a fucking word. He just smiled about it. Oh no.
Kidding, he's getting picked on by his other two brothers all the time.
Yeah, kids have no...
He's probably the toughest one out of all three of them.
The kids in his age group are not going to have a chance with that with him. Oh God, he's going to be me times 10. I hope he just don't. Well, I don't know. I guess I'd rather him be a protector either way, though. I don't regret it. Because I was in school. I didn't run around punching people in the face, but I sure in the hell didn't just let people bully people around me either. I was saying something.
Isaac!
You know.
Hey!
It's that simple.
At school, you guys
Stop.
need to settle down.
Stop, you little monster.
He has to go to bed. You gotta settle down.
Yes, he does. No, chocolate milk.
You get it.
I did it.
You better watch it. His ass will try. Him and Gabe have that in common. They don't have pain receptors. I'll never forget that with Gabe. First time he fucking bolted out a door on me, dude. I got scared. I thought, dude, I just, you know, I whooped him, you know. Bro, when I tell you, like, talk about a mistake. Not a tear. I've never seen a little kid pull their diaper up like that before. Like, dude, hopped up off, like, hopped away, was like, alright. Like, he just kind of pulled his little diaper up, was like, alright. Like that. You fucked up. Dude, he was so bad. It's like, alright, this kid, I don't think I can spank him. Pain don't. He gets angry with pain, like. That shit did not go well. Isaac's the same. Spanking him don't really do the trick. You really just gotta take away stuff he likes, or... Oh, you just gotta hold... Yeah, well, no, like, he keeps trying to hit you, so you're holding him. He's a fucking gremlin, dude. The Legrand genes run deep and strong. Liam, help! You know what, I ain't gonna lie to you, babe. I have half a mind to tell him Liam should be helping, because I keep telling him to stick together. Hate to tell you, like... Yeah, true. I'm just saying, like... Let go, Mom. Did you just say I'm gonna get you? Help, please? Oh, wait, hold on. That was it. You almost got it. He said please, yo. He said, he told Liam, he said, Liam, it was so serious the way he said it. Liam, help please. What? What was that? Tweak. Oh wait. He knew what I was. Look, he knew what I meant though. I was like, wait, what? He was like, tweak. Like you repeated that immediately. Oh god, I love this kid so much. Oh, Jeff. God. I should be streaming this. Oh, he's so good. Isaac, what? I can't. You messed with Mom, dude. I'm sorry.
Alright, guys. I was already passing out earlier, but it just getting to me now, so I'll let you guys
sorry,
get on.
bro.
Oh, do your thing. I gotta have fun with your kids. It's all good. You're off. I'm working. So I'll catch you guys.
You're getting the sack soon. Have a good one, Eric.
Yeah, peace out, guys.
Later.
You're the one who won't stop hitting everybody.
The hole is in my sinus.
He's tired.
Closing up.
No? Oh man, I'm sorry. That's rough.
No, apparently it's healing well. It's just taking time, you know.
Yeah, for sure. It took forever for that fucking hole in my jaw to close from the tooth, so.
Well,
Like
that's
that shit just finally closed, like, the beginning of fucking, like, December. That shit took forever. Like, it was like, you know what I mean? Like, huh?
Did you have
Fuck,
it
I
pulled?
forget. Yeah, I had it pulled fucking, like, towards the beginning of the year. I went,
Yeah,
like,
well, like I said, it may take a while.
it took a long ass time. Oh, it's closed now, but it just took forever. It was like, holy fuck, like,
Like
had
I
me,
keep
you know.
rinsing my mouth out with, what do you call it, baking soda and salt.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, like, it's dripping out my nose, you know what I mean? I have to be over a sink, for sure. I mean, you should be if you're rinsing your mouth out.
I can't.
But
I can't. God. I love you too. Uh-oh. I can't. Look, you. This guy. And now he's gonna start getting mad though here in a second.
Get down now. Are you done hitting?
Get down.
Are you done hitting?
No.
He was so honest about it. Nope. You done hitting? No. Nope. Don't. He basically said, "Don't start nothing while me done." Like, hey, look.
Are you gonna keep hitting? No. Okay.
Look, well, we don't know if we can believe you, guy. Did the other orange juice in there get drank? Did the other orange juice in there get drank?
I'm going to stop hitting. No.
I don't like how you said a little bit. Again, I don't like how you said a little bit. Like,
Daddy, I'm not gonna help you. Today, Dina got me some chocolate.
Isaac, are you gonna stop hitting? Are you gonna stop hitting? You stop hitting, you get down. Like Mama said. Don't look at me like that. Just stop hitting, okay? Stop hitting, okay? You're fucking gonna break your fucking controller in a second. And fuck our charger out. Get down.
Are you done? Are you done hitting?
Get down.
Are you done hitting?
Get down.
Are you done hitting?
Get down.
Are you done hitting?
Fucking Sheldon, bro.
No.
No.
Are you done hitting?
It's been in here. If it's too warm, it'll ferment.
Hey, are you
Which
done hitting?
basically turns it into alcohol. You don't want to drink it if it's like that, I promise you. It's been in here and it's been quite warm in the room lately, so.
You done hitting?
what is it?
Orange juice.
Oh yeah, gross.
Yeah, Kayla's got a bad habit about getting her orange juice out and then leaving it in here.
Shut up.
My mother-in-law was guilty of feeding.
I'm not
fermented
drinking that no
orange
more
juice.
though anyway, so. I just figured out who owns that too. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, man. Everything that companies like Coca-Cola and the tobacco industry own, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say yeah. Yeah, I can't be fucking with shit that like I don't know why cigarette companies feel they have the right to like and need to like own fucking snack shit and shit like that too. No wonder there's fucking all them chemicals and Oreos and shit like that and fucking.
Well, even like, you know,
Now
if
it
she
makes
bought
sense.
like a bottled juice, for instance,
Are you done hitting?
like that is so much more concentrated than it needs to be.
Oh no, for
The
sure.
extra sugar, like it may not be added sugar, but
Just
just the extra
that's
sugar.
the problem is in our country though. That's not even like.
Don't hit again.
It's so bad with the fucking chemicals,
You can still
dude. It's
mitigate it, right?
unreal.
You can
Well,
buy-
no, you can, but I'm
instead
just
of buying
saying, like,
bottled, you can, or even buying bottled, you just mix it with water.
we're gonna have to do, like, we're gonna have to find, like, older fashioned concentrates that we can mix with water, like you just were saying, or start juicing and making our own juice.
Like I said, even if she wants to buy the bottle, that's fine. Just, you know, if you guys always have bottles of water around anyhow.
It's just
Mix
getting,
it
it's
half
getting,
and half.
huh? It's just getting bad, you know, it's getting bad that it's like everything's so fucking, just so,
you know, like
chemical
sugar,
induced.
sweet, salt, and fucking stuff that's not sweet. You know, like it's just insane how much processing they put into it.
Like,
And a lot of the times it's just, you know, preservatives.
fucking, that, you know, you've heard of Simply Orange?
Yeah.
They're being sued. You know who owns that?
Who's that?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, no, I know.
And
But
well,
soft
not
drinks
only
are one of the worst.
not only they're being sued for two different reasons though. Like a lot of people are all like, it's still good orange juice. There's nothing wrong with it. No, they're being sued because one, they lied and said it's all natural, and it's not. Two, they're really being sued because some of the preservatives and shit they're putting in it have hard ass links that like are toxic. Like they 100% give cancer. 100%, not like there's studies that show they may give cancer. No, like prolonged use of this shit will give you cancer. You will get cancer. 100% will get it.
It's like they're looking for a civil uprise, you know what I mean?
And it's just, well, no, it just makes me wet. It's like, why the fuck do companies keep doing that? Like, who votes that in where they're like, nobody will figure this out? Like, nobody's gonna read a label.
Well, no, I know. It's just, but that's what they're it's not really that people vote this in and there's a bunch of like cold-blooded people out there, which I'm sure there are. But for the most part, it's the laws that have been written about corporations and publicly traded companies. They are mandated to make money and increase profits all the fucking time. Constantly.
Yeah,
they can actually be held responsible.
Right, no, I know.
You know what I mean? And then they're being
just
sued by their shareholders. No, it's crony capitalism. It's because the laws that have been written in are fucked in the head.
Right, no, for sure, and it just
you know
just kills me though. That it's like, where does it become? It's like, damn, dude, it's like it's starting to look like you're really starting to poison and kill people. Like y'all really don't.
To a certain degree, because until you know what it is, it's a balance thing. It's like the recalls with cars. Until enough people get sick or enough people die, or you know what I mean, they have no reason to change.
They got a hefty lawsuit going right now. I thought the shit was fucking...
But that's where they have to be hurt, is in the pocketbook.
I thought the shit was a joke till I looked it up, like, well, damn, that shit's real. Like, fuck.
You know, they'll change their fucking product.
I like that orange juice, too. It pisses me off. Like, I've been drinking it. Fuck, I was drinking some fucking this morning. Because it isn't some of the closest orange juice, like, that I've drank that, like, if you've ever had freshly squeezed orange juice, like, Simply Orange is a lot. It's close, man. Like, fuck, it bums you out. It's like, well, damn, man. Like, is anything fucking safe anymore?
Not really. Not
fuck,
unless
you can't
you're
even
cooking naturally.
You can't even drink fucking, like, you can't even rely on bottled water.
No, not really. You're better off with a Brita if you got decent pipes.
You're better off with a Brita, or if you really want to drink water that's good for you, though, that's, like, actually good for you, you need to get an ionizer. Look up the study with ionized water in cancer patients. There's a reason for the longest time too, like you got like hot cellars with like fresh water, like spring water, shit like that. Because the earth has reionized the water. It's rain fucking toxic water into the mountains, into the, you know what I mean, and it filters through all the sediment and the earth, people fail to realize the earth fucking, like the earth's crust it's like 20 hertz or some shit or whatever, Like that's why water, real water, because you got people out there that call it, like, they say like 90% of the water we're drinking, that's not real water. Just because it's liquid and it's water and they've bottled it doesn't make it real water. It's dead water is what they call it.
Isaac.
Because not to mention they put all the fluoride and fucking, in the tap, and then like Gloryville, that shit's really not that good for it's not good for us. That was a gimmick. It's really not good.
Well, it solved the problem at the time. It's just as they learn things, we discover new things, and like I said, there was a time when we just sprayed chemicals willy-nilly to kill everything around us. And we learned that it started making people sick and shit, and we stopped doing it. You know what I mean? Like
I need to make a fair amount of money so I can... Dude, if I do... if that's the last thing I do, I'm going to set...
For instance, okay, I've got customers right now that I'm dealing with that their sinks keep stinking up after a month or two, okay? You clean them all out, sterilize them with bleach and everything, clean out the overflow, and within a month or two, it starts stinking again. And it's just from those two sinks. You got multiple sinks in the house, but it's those two sinks. They're two bathroom sinks, the bedroom ensuite and the main bathroom. And the one thing that I've noticed is that they use all natural products. All natural toothpaste, no fluoride, no, you know what I mean? Our sewer systems were never built for that. Like, we need to be using antibacterial stuff. It's part of the system. It's part of the process. Like, if we want to be doing other things and using all natural shit, we're going to have to come up with different ways of dealing with waste. Because what happens is it's stinking because there's nothing killing the bacteria that they're spitting out and washing off their hands. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Like there's nothing that's sterilizing that area anymore. That's what's causing it.
I can understand that, yeah, for sure.
So, I'm not judging them. I think it's a good choice they've made. Unfortunately, our modern systems are not meant to run that way. I have hundreds of clients. These are the only ones that are reporting this. And the one thing I've noticed is they use all natural products. Now, I know other clients that use all natural products, but they haven't reported any problems with their drains. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So maybe they use all natural toothpaste and stuff like that, and soaps, but when they clean, when they actually clean their sink and their tub and stuff, they use like something that's got bleach in it or whatever, you know what I mean?
Something, yeah.
So, like, again...
Well, that's how I feel. It's one thing using certain shit as cleaners that, like, have proven that don't have, like, lasting, like it don't cling in the area.
The facts still remain that before we started putting fluoride in the water, people had really fucked up teeth.
Yeah.
That's still a fact. Like, I know people today like to deny facts, but that's still reality. And like I said, I know a lot of people today want to fucking, like, gang up on science like it's an evil thing put out by the government. Science is inert. Science makes mistakes all the time, and when they discover it, they correct it. And also they're constantly changing theories, because some of these theories they came up with, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, fuck, even 50 years ago, they're learning shit about the Big Bang, and that's not the way they thought it was, and that's not how the universe was created. You know what I mean? Every time we increase our scientific knowledge and our technological knowledge to go with it, we're able to rediscover things. Just like we used to have microscopes, that's what was first invented, you know what I mean? And that goes back centuries, But then we got better and better and more precise microscopes until someone invented what was called the electron microscope.
It's just me
and that'll amplify things like 10,000 times what a regular microscope will amplify. And again, our whole idea of biology changed.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I've just come to a realization that we know
A lot
very
of stuff,
little.
unfortunately, it's commercial, and it's profit driven. That's part of the problem.
I think we
But
just
go
know
ahead.
a lot. No, I agree with you, and I just think we know very little, a lot less than, you know. We know a lot, but there's a lot of just, who knows, with the, like, especially with the whole, like, Big Bang, shit like that, like, man, the universe just seems so ageless. Who knows? I bet you we'll fully figure certain shit out eventually, but
It's not something I really worry about. You know what I mean? Like, I find it fascinating, and like, I love the science around it and shit. It's just, you know, I honestly don't care why we're here. You know what I mean? Like, some people, it really bothers them. They have to have this reason for being and all that. Like I just don't concern myself with that.
oh yeah, you got a lot of people. It's like
You know what I mean?
the idea that we just evolved. It came to be. Really fucking ruffles their feathers for sure.
Like, here's another example, and I don't even want a response for you because it's a personal thing. But my thing with religion, okay? I don't believe in organized religion. I think that was created by man to control other men. Now, for good or bad, because you could argue that a lot of good came out of it, and you could also argue a lot of bad came out of it. But I honestly believe it was a control tactic. To this day, I believe it is a control tactic. You know? And I don't care what religion you are. You know what I mean? Whether you're Muslim or Jewish or Christian, like, you can see that it's a control tactic. Now, again, for good or bad, I'm not trying to debate that. I don't disrespect religion, I just don't agree with it. Now, me personally, like, I'm not gonna dump, like, my failings on a god. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how a lot of people I find who are in religion kind of go through life, like, kind of with some kind of past, that their behavior doesn't matter. And I think if you go back to the original teachings in the Bible, because that's the one I'm more familiar with, but there's, similarities in all of them. The more righteous teachings have kind of been forgotten. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
On all sides.
Enough training. Now we face the enemy.
You know, I'm not picking any one religion over another. Now, I'm not talking about the big three because they've had the most impact on our world. You know what I mean? I'm not really talking about smaller religions that you see all over the world.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, to have blind devotion, I think is weak-minded. That's just my opinion. You have those who just, even presented with evidence and facts, will just ignore all that because their religion tells them to, or their faith tells them to. You know what I mean?
For sure. I was definitely raised Episcopalian, but I've definitely always had a... Okay, yeah, fuck it. Right below us. I've just always had a... Oh, we go here, it's fine, okay. I've just always had a bone to pick with just religion, period. They're all so similar.
Tell me about it.
You know?
And like with all the heinous things that were done,
so many wars have been carried out in religion's name, and
yes,
I just
facts, like I said, on all sides.
I think it was something that was created to be good. You know, right? Like, it was just meant
and once
for,
they
like...
realized they can control people with it, it was perverted.
Look at... Have you ever seen the movie Book of Eli?
Yeah.
That's my problem with religion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the perfect example. Don't know, like, it's like they take a setting and it's like, alright, people have totally forgot about religion. And this one guy, he can't even really, like, he ain't religious by no means, but he understands that, like, a lot of people can't read. So if he can, like, take this book and get people to, like, fall under this religion, he can control them. Because whatever, you know what I mean? Just like he could change the word around how he sees it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just like, fuck, man, there's so much flaw in that where it's just like, damn, dude, like, you're taking something beautiful and just making it into something so fucking nasty and ugly.
Yep.
You know? It's just, I have you know, so it's like, I don't know, I believe... I've seen some shit in my time that just that is unexplainable. And, like, I've had family members that had unresounding faith. So that's something I've chose to, like, I have stock in faith and hope.
For sure.
Like, that things will figure themselves out in a sense, you know what I mean? Like...
There's also...
Like, I've always envied people with strong religion, in a sense, too. I will say that, because, like, my grandma and my mom were, you know, two of the... Man. They had an unresounding faith. It's something when you see somebody, like, be told, like, alright, look, you've hit your limit. Like, you need to make your amends, you need to love your loved ones, you have until Thanksgiving. Which was, you know, a few months away. And, like, the confidence and, like, you're fucking tripping. Like, hold on a minute. Like, I talked to God. Me and God got a plan. I'm not going nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't get the memo? Like, and dude, she lived 7 years after that. Like, we all got scared as fuck at first. And it was just... Even then, dude, I always knew it was like... I didn't understand, but it was like... My grandma had this just... was like, damn. My grandma really seems to, like... believe in what she said. So you just kind of rolled with it, you know? Like, okay. I rock with grandma. You know? Like, you can't... Grandma's always got your best interest. Grandma got your back, so... And there's only been one other time. When Gabe got sick... Well, not... And then, I gotta say, two, actually. When Gabe got sick and Liam was born. That I kinda, like... For real, like, I... dropped to my fucking knees and prayed. I've never had a lot... I feel like I'm just... talking on deaf ears. I've never had that faith that my mom and family before me had. You know what I mean? I haven't. I'm not gonna lie about something and claim I have something that I don't. But that was, you know, them times that I actually, like, it was like, look. You know what I mean? Like, don't be like making a point of with my kids now. If you're real, like hold on a sec, you know, as vague as that sounds, it's just like, dude, it was defining moments for me with that shit, for sure. But I have a lot of respect for people that act, because a lot can be done with that. A lot, you know what I'm saying? Faith's powerful. So like, with you, I agree, like, religion, there's good merit.
Talking about that, was it really because of her faith, or was it because of something she believed so strongly? And instead of believing in that so strongly, if she had believed in herself so strongly, you know, where could she have gone? Now, I'm just bringing this up as, you know...
You know what, for sure,
sake
I
of
don't know.
talking. It's
I don't know,
not
man.
really meant to, you know, to stir up anything. You told me about your mother's past and, you know, issues she has, or she had. And, you know, problems, you know, stemming back from when she first was married and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm speaking from, you know, just what you've said to me.
Like my mom,
you know,
she
seemed to have put up with a lot.
My mom was a broken heart. That was the difference in her and my grandma. Like, they had almost the same faith. Right? Like, but, like, the difference... For instance, like, my grandma... Alright, my grandma and grandpa... Whole time I was... You know, they were alive. I saw them in bed together... one time. And not like... You know, that kind of sounded weird. Not weird or nothing. Like, I come home from school... and like went to come in to show my grandma a book I got at the book fair. And like this was right when we figured out grandma had cancer. So it was like grandpa was in bed with her and it was like grandpa had a room downstairs, bro. They had different rooms. So it was just like one of those like I come in talking and like immediately shut the fuck up. I was like, wait, like the fuck? You know? Wait a minute. What's going on here? Grandpa just kind of, I remember him turning over, looking at me, he's like, get out, boy. Like, yes, sir. I'm out of here. What the fuck is going on? You know, like, something's off. You know, I don't want to say they didn't get along, but, like, they had, you know, a very, like, respectable relationship. It almost seemed like they were together out of, like, need, you know. It was still love. It was definitely love. You're just talking about two people that come up in a different time. Families didn't get along. They were like sworn not to be together, and they still like they had children together, and war happened, and married, divorced, found their way back to each other. But like when they got remarried, my grandma kinda, it was like, there was no, her, having to like, deal with anything with a man. It wasn't like, you either just was gonna grow old with me or not, kind of shit. Like, you weren't marrying me for my body, like, you're gonna love this soul, basically. Like, my grandma got real spiritual in her older age. And my grandpa, like, he just loved her. My grandma took care of him. And that's where my mom got it from, was my grandma was just she cared for people. Not many people that I knew just took it, you know, took to taking care of elderly handicapped people. And we're not talking about, like, again, people that just are disabled. Like, these are, like, mentally disabled people. Severely mentally disabled people at that. Like, fuck, we had people in the house that fucking suffered from severe cases of schizophrenia. Even, you know. My grandma was very God-fearing. Somebody needed to help them. It was gonna be her, you know. So, she taught me a lot of humility. Now, my mom, like, she didn't need no man. Like, you're talking about, like I said, my grandma was a woman that, like, the state told her she couldn't fucking buy gifts for her clients because it was against regulations. So my grandma found every loophole she could. Like, she gave them Christmas. She gave them Thanksgiving. Like, fuck that. They're family. They're not just her clients. Like, my grandma was the first person recorded to ever have somebody die in home that had fucking Downs. And you can look that up. Mary Durham. People don't know this about Down syndrome, but if, say, they used to the fuck? They used to confiscate people's children like that, or like not children. Well, basically they are children. I can't say they're not, because mentally they are. They grow up, then they go backwards as they it progresses. But like once like Spud started to get, once his mind started to revert back, they wanted to come take him. The state basically was like, all right, we're gonna come study him. My grandma fought him in court them in court multiple times and won. I mean, fuck, the man Spud called we called him Spud, his name was Eugene. Spud called my grandma mom. Okay. He called my grandma mom. He called grandpa dad. When he started getting real bad when I got older, you know, I really started understanding a little more. He started calling grandpa mom and grandma dad. But like he started, cause it was weird, like he got, like hot and cold were confused, hot was cold, cold was hot. Like, but you talk about the kindest person I've ever met, and it's still to this day. Spud. Eugene was the kindest person I'd ever met. He loved people. Oh, fuck. Talk about somebody that was good with fucking women, too. Women love Spud. Fucking love Spud. Well, damn. Fighting duos. But my mom, I think really, to be honest with you, Jeff, my mom suffered from a severe broken heart. And that's something I also know to be true. This is also, like, I'll say this is an opinion, but my grandma, this on my side, not my mom, but I learned about this from my mom. And now my dad. You know, my dad's got a lot of native blood on his side. His great-grandmother died of a broken heart. Her husband died, dude, and she died 7 days to the day fucking he died. And she was 100% healthy, by the way. She mourned to death.
I hear that a lot, because Sue deals with seniors.
I believe that. I believe you can hit a point where, like, you just your body gives you shut down. She mourned to death. And she was in good health. They tried to, they actually, because, you know, this medicine, it wasn't that long ago, you know, it'd be my dad's or let me see. It was either my dad's great-grandmother or his grandma's his mom's great-grandmother. But she mourned to death. Like, she was like, her husband was full-blood, and she was like full-blood Cherokee. He died, and she died 7 days after that. They tried to say she killed herself. They tried to say she poisoned herself. She didn't. She didn't believe in that. They didn't. She mourned to death. She just didn't want to live anymore. She didn't want to be on this planet without him. You know what I mean? They were very spiritual people, so they believed that they, like, traveled on to another place. She wanted to go be with him. You know. But they proved she didn't kill herself. Yeah. Oh, for what? Just grab the Roku and that? The Roku's still in here. Shut up, Isaac, punk. Get out, Rose. Get. You don't tell me, little boy. I tell you. You're a punk. And your breath smells like shock shit. Yeah, I said it. Just kidding. Where am I? No. I don't know where the plugs are on this TV. I'll look at your butt while you do it. Where's that? Come on, get up. I'll pull you up. Come on. Yeah. No. Don't pull on it. I was just playing. You're gonna fuck up the HDMI cord. Well, where are they? Tell me. You're supposed to know this stuff. You're the household tech expert. Here, I'll spot you. I got you. Careful now. Oh, Isaac's got me too. Okay, we're all bracing each other. No, quit with the garbage bags. Yeah. Stop. No, it's not stuck. Everything's just so poisonous now. It's just so sad. The fuck. I just started realizing why my stomach was so fucked up now, though, and it was like, no wonder, like, I have an issue with my gut, and I've been drinking something that has the pH of like 2.5. That's gotta be, you know, great, right? Like, oh my god, dude. Shit you don't think about, though, until you get older, like... Why would they sell me something that's not healthy to drink?
Again, most of the stuff you can stave off when you're in your 20s, you know?
It's just like, holy shit, dude.
You know, I ate a can of chili the other night and I've had fajita butt for fucking 2 days.
You've what?
I call it fajita butt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck, bro, I know, I get you. Oh, God. It kills me, it's just...
It's a hot and tingly feeling.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's not pleasant.
A little bit too spicy, I guess, you know?
Well, yeah, onion butt, yeah.
It's just, normally I don't get a reaction from it. Just, I guess my stomach was more, my system was more empty than I thought, you know?
For sure.
But lately, because I can't really chew anything, I haven't, like, you know, I'm...
eat it.
Especially when I don't have anything, like, if Sue doesn't cook. My choices are kind of limited as to what I can eat.
Try to put some peroxide in it.
So, you know, I can have soup or, you know, canned chili, but I don't tend to have vegetables with it and stuff. And also, there's
Get
nothing
off me, bro. Stop. No, it's not her arm, it's her ear. Quit. Doctor Who. Fuck out of here. God. I'll fucking judo chop his little ass here in a second.
Yeah, come on.
It's like I was watching some shit where, you know, other countries are using fucking Coke and Pepsi, like Pepsi as pesticides, and it's working. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like, I've watched a few shows on items that are readily available here but are banned in other countries. And a lot of it is simple things like what they use as the actual dye. You know what I mean? Or something like that. But for whatever reason here it hasn't been banned. And you know what normally is the case is that if you were to just eat the suggested serving once in a while, it's not harmful. You know what I mean? But like, you know, if you grab a bag of Skittles, like your regular, you know, candy bar size bag of Skittles that you get in the candy bar aisle.
Right.
Like, if you read the suggested serving, it's not the whole package.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's probably a lot less than you would think. And that's what the guideline is for. You know what I mean? It's at the bare fucking minimum. Like, it shouldn't be by serving size. It should be by fucking package. That would give people actual information. You know what I mean?
Right.
like you should have the serving size as well, the suggested serving size, but people should know what they're getting. Like now, people have to do the math. They have to say, okay, well, if a serving size is 32 grams and there's fucking 98 grams in the package, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's too much mental gymnastics, and the companies know this.
Isaac, quit.
Like I said, it's all about profit. It's always about profit.
And they make this shit addictive on top of it, so it's like...
Oh, yeah. Fucking right.
So of course you're not gonna have the fucking serving size.
So, you know, if they have like, you know, a juice box or, you know, a couple juice boxes and some fucking, you know, typical kid snacks, and they have, let's say, yogurt, and then, you know, they're having a Gatorade, like the amount of fucking sugar overflowing from these kids is fucking mental. Now, don't get me wrong, my kid was served an unhealthy dose of sugar too. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't able to stave all this off either, and now my kid is, you know, she's got acne like there's no fucking tomorrow, and her diet is complete shit. You know what I mean?
Again, I'm worried about that too, you know, so I'm trying to show them with their, you know, my sugar intake. I barely eat.
If the acne doesn't bother her, you know, I mean, it doesn't, to me, it's not that it makes her ugly or anything. I don't really care. It's her face.
You can prevent it, though. I get what you're saying,
yeah,
you know.
Like, all you have to do is eat better, and you can prevent it.
No,
you know,
for
now
100%.
some of it is hormonal changes, you know, when you're going through puberty and shit, and you're a young adult. I mean, I still get acne. You know what I mean? I'm 52 years old. You know, my dad's 80, and I'll go over once in a while, and he'll have the huge fucking zit on his face. You know what I mean? Like, you take that into old age, but it's one here, one there, once in a while. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And I don't remember having acne as bad as she does when I was her age. But I also didn't eat like she does. Like, even when I was a young adult, Mike, I didn't eat a lot of fast food.
God, you know I gotta stop. Yeah, for sure.
It was just something I didn't grow up on, so I didn't crave it. And like you said, they make this shit addictive, whether it's sweetened shit or it's McDonald's.
I didn't
you know
either.
What I mean?
That's what's sad.
It's all addictive. They do it on purpose. Too much.
No.
But you know, like, again, you know, it's not. When I was in my 20s, Mike, I was bad. I ate a lot of fast food. Like when I first hooked up with Sue and shit, we were both busy people. So we ate a lot of takeout.
No, not for you.
You know, like
it's not
soon
for
got
you.
out of that habit because it's just really unhealthy. But you know, once Sarah was born, you know, we started eating a lot more homemade food. It's tough. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, my wife, you know, again, I'm not trying to bash on Sue, but, like, she never wanted to be a homemaker. So, and I don't think her mom ever showed her how to cook. So she's not really a good cook.
You need to take your little ass to sleep.
You know, it's not something she loves doing. So we never had a big variety of food, you know, like, whenever we got into anything different or anything exotic, it's because I was the one who suggested it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel ya. I'm about to pop you beforehand.
I learned how to make jambalaya. I learned how to do the stir fries. I learned how to barbecue. I learned how to do all this shit.
Bye.
You know what I mean? And I'll continue to. That's just how I am.
Go out your Paw Patrols, you little fucking flake. I don't need to get your toes. I'm about to punch your toes in a second. You're annoying me, punk. Good night.
I think I'll have one more smoke and call it a night myself.
No.
I gotta quit smoking, Mike. It's bugging the shit out of me.
Okay then.
Say that again, Jeff.
I said I gotta quit smoking cigarettes.
Oh
It's
God, I
bugging
hear
the
you,
shit
bro.
out of me. You know, the stupid thing is I go hours at times without them. You know what I mean? I don't panic. I don't even think about it. But as soon as I have free time, that's when I think about it. You know what I mean? It's like I gotta stay busy nonstop to get rid of that fucking habit.
That's a part
Which
of me
is,
is
you know,
just.
virtually impossible.
I hear ya. It's like a part of me is just so fucking
You know,
terrified with this bullshit. This is fucking. I gotta get farming so I can grow veggies and shit.
Yeah, I know, I'm in the same boat, but you know, like, that's another thing that bugs me about, you know, this kind of neurotic behavior from my wife, soon to be ex. Like, why did you fucking get me to buy a fucking grow tent? Like, lucky I didn't set it up. Like, chances are we'll be out of this place in 3-4 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in an apartment, and you know, I don't even know if I'm gonna be in an apartment. I mean, I'm gonna see if my dad might be opposed to me moving in for a little bit. I mean, he's got like a 3-bedroom house, and he doesn't even go downstairs. He just lives upstairs. So it's just my dad's a weird fucking guy. Like, he really is. He's likely to say, well, you know, this isn't my problem. I might want to sell. You know, like, he just throws the most fucking stupid reasons. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to look for an apartment. But like I said, this whole thing sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That's fucking.
You know, we just got 2 new dogs that I just fell in love with. And of course, like, if I try to fight her for it, she'll just put up a battle for no reason. Because it's all about her. Like, she doesn't think about what's best for the dogs or what's best, you know what I mean? It's all about her.
Right.
If only I had met Schneider, like, 20 years ago. And he knew all this shit about the women crap. I tell you, man, the red flags are just, like, now that I'm looking back at it, they really started, like, either she was always this way and she put up one hell of an illusion for like 12 years before we had a kid, or like I said, my theory is more that she lost her fucking mind when she had the kid. Like, she was pumped so full of hormones with the in vitro fertilization and shit that she literally it fried her.
That's the thing about playing with fucking that shit and playing, you know. We don't, that science is just so unproven. You know what I mean? Like, how do we know what we're doing fucking playing with that shit?
No, I know.
You know. They already say some women change through childbirth, so with normal hormones, I can only imagine you adding more.
Yeah. No, believe me, like, we weighed all this. We talked about it at length. Like I said, we had a whole plan laid out. And it just all went to shit overnight. And it's been a struggle ever since, you know. And like I said, I honestly look at it now as she just couldn't be honest with herself. You know what I mean? It took her this long to just fucking, like, be honest for once.
I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people do struggle like that, per se. You know what I mean? It's like, they, like, spend a lifetime almost trying to, like, be something they're not until they finally hit a point. It's like, damn. You know?
Like I said, she didn't talk to me for the first 20 years about seniors at all. Nothing. You know what I mean? Didn't really, you know, like, I just mean in general. And then all of a sudden she said she wanted to go into a business helping seniors. And she's like this blind devotion to her customers. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, she's at home hoarding and her whole life is falling apart. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, you know, if she found her calling and she's happier, like I said, we're miserable right now. That's all I know. Both of us. So, you know, we gotta do something. Like I said, it's not really a, you know, like part of me is angry, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of like really pissed that she's throwing, you know, 28 years away. It's easier for her to do that than to actually, you know, face things. Because, you know, despite everything, she's still running away. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like she, you know, I know quite a bit about her just from her behavior over the last 28 years. You know what I mean? But anyway,
Right. I'm sorry, brother. I hope everything at least works out, you know, the best it can for you.
We'll see. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. Like I said, I think it's I've been on edge for so long, you know, it's why I would make excuses to not quit smoking and all this kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that this kind of gives me the push now to say, okay, well, you know,
What do you have?
Care about me, you know. Because literally the way things were, I realize now, was killing me slowly. You know what I mean? It's like at a subconscious dark level, I really didn't care whether I lived or died.
Right.
And like I said, it's not like did I have suicidal thoughts when I was younger? Yeah, I mean, I think everybody kind of dabbles with a little bit, you know what I mean? Was it really? Probably not, you know what I mean? I wasn't really ever a suicidal person. But, you know, I was, you know, I had my issues now and then with high school and shit, you know, like, it's a fucked up time to be alive, right? High school can be fun as hell, but it can also be brutal as fuck.
No. No.
Anyhow, all I knew, Mike, was deep down when I asked myself honestly, did I want to spend another 20 years with this person? The answer was no. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And it's not because, you know, she's older than I am, and, you know, she's aging, and, you know, she's not young anymore. Like, I don't even care about that. Like, all this crap that fucking Schneider talks about, you know, getting the 20-year-old girlfriend and shit. That's not me. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Like I've said to Schneider before, does it mean I couldn't fall in love with someone younger? I mean, anything's possible, but it's not really what I'm looking for, and you know, I'd have to be working with them or something. You know what I mean? Where I got to know them way before we ever engaged in anything.
Right.
And the way today's dating is, I don't see that kind of being really realistic.
No, for sure.
But anyhow, you know, like, this has nothing to do with me thinking Sue's getting old. Like, she aged herself. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Up until even a couple years ago, I mean, she just had to look at me a certain way, and I melted.
I can relate.
So anyhow, it's going to be a little tough for a while.
100% understandable, sir.
But now it's even more important for me to like try to really succeed at something like eBay. Because one, I do hate my job. I mean, I don't hate the place I work. I just hate my job. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it makes it somewhat tolerable. But like I need to be making money somehow other than this, you know, other than working for it the traditional way.
For sure.
And who knows, you know, in 4 or 5 months when I sell this place, if you want to partner up, maybe I'll move to Michigan.
Hell yeah, man.
You know, I'll have a bit of money to invest.
For sure, brother. I'll always be open.
I gotta start making like, you know, 6 figures.
And we can always, like I said, I always usually have, you know, a free day 2 to sometimes 3 a week where I'm having to, you know, at least be here because her schedule isn't always set in stone. She may have to work mornings, you know, and I can't work, so that frees me up to be home and be able to work at home.
For sure. We'll start talking.
So.
Because a lot of it's going to be research. Not that I have a hard time with new things where I need everything to be perfect. And I kind of have to let that go. You know, just for the sake of my own sanity, but also to kick myself in the arse and actually do something. You know what I mean? Take action.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
So, but I want to start going over the material. What I'll probably end up doing is just giving you my email and password, which is my login to get into the course.
Right.
Because it'll probably be easier for you to study some of it on your own than for us to do like Zoom calls and you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Like we could be doing Zoom calls and both be accessing the software, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Going over it at the same time, yeah, that'd be dope.
Like I said, I highly doubt that Kevin Talbot will be freaking out that 2 people are using the course. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, if anything ever happened, I'd just fucking write an email saying, look, you know, we split on the course. That's why I allowed him. You know, that's why we're both on it.
Open my door!
No, you know, fine.
Quit shutting my door, Isaac. Right.
But anyhow, like, I keep seeing stuff on YouTube because I've been watching a lot of making money online because for a while there I thought we had a bit of a buffer and had like 40 grand. Now I'm finding out that, you know, it's a lot less. So like I said, I'm not going to be able to devote as much time as I'd like to. Right. But we'll see. Because, you know, I might be more inspired now. Like, I slept really well the last couple nights, you know. I told Stu I didn't sleep well last night because I just didn't feel like working. That's the truth. Like, I hate my job, which really sucks. But I gotta change my mentality to just do.
True.
Which, you know, most guys can. And again, part of my problem with work is that I had drama at work, and then I come home to drama. Now that, you know, like I said, before her answer was always like when I would say to her, like, why are we together? And she would have nothing to say. She would just be silent. Like, it was fucking annoying as hell. Just complete silence. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? So for months now, she's been silent when I ask her the question. You know, like, at least she's given an answer.
Right.
So now, like I said, I can plan for the future. You know, because the way things were going, I couldn't make any plans. It's just, you know, again, I don't know how much of a cunt she's going to be. I don't know if she's going to say, okay, we'll just split 50-50 and things will be cordial, or she's going to try and take everything. That's just the
Right.
truth. I have no fucking clue, so I have to be prepared for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the reality is I'm not going to fight for it. Like, I don't care. I'll make my own money. You know, you want to be, you know, nasty like that, that's your business. You got to live with your own fucking soul. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Ooh. Yes, sir. That's
Like I
one
said, I
thing.
just feel bad for the dogs because I know they're going to be badly neglected. Like I said, they'll be fed and they'll let them out to pee because, you know, they've always done that. But the dogs are just, you should see how fucking apeshit they go when they think they're going outside. And then how disappointed they are when you're just walking them to the back door.
Isaac, stop.
You know,
Give me
like
that.
Zeb knows exactly what the front
Isaac,
door is.
give me the lighter now.
He said when
You ask him if he wants to go out, and he instantly runs to the
Go.
front door.
For sure. Come out. Let's go.
Go.
Oh,
But he's ready to go for a walk. But like I said, you know, it's impossible. So anyhow, like I said, there's like that, you know, they're like your kids. So I'm going to be giving up part of my family, which, you know, I mean, I can't stand my wife, but, you know, I still love my kids.
100%. Isaac, you need to take your ass to sleep.
You know, I've heard both Sue and Sarah take it out on the dogs when they're angry.
Isaac,
You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's just kind of sad, like I said.
I tell you, life just throws us all these curveballs, man.
Isaac, whoa.
Anyhow, I'm going to be questioning her greatly in the next few days, trying to get an actual response out of her on what she plans to do with the house, how she plans on dividing it.
For sure. For sure. Do not, you know, I understand that 100%. I don't get why we turn into such sour people as we do.
Oh, like I said, I don't know what I ever did to become the enemy. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, it's not like I cheated on her or treated her badly. It's not like I wasn't always there for her and supported her in her endeavors. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it. And the only thing that I can put my finger on is, like, mental illness, literally. You know, there's no other explanation for it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen it in her own family. You know? Like I said, the whole situation is just kind of miserable, but I'm hoping to make a positive out of it somehow. If I can at least figure out how to fucking make, like I said, money through eBay, whatever, that's a start, you know? I still want my boat and shit. I'll just be sharing it with someone else or other people, you know what I mean?
Right.
This is what's really fucking annoying, Mike, and I think that's why I'm angry, is how much she's soured my outlook towards women.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm at the point where I think women are trash. And, you know, like, it doesn't mean I can't be friends with a woman, but as far as, like, you know, playing with my fucking heart, like, get the fuck out of here.
And I think that's what society's did too, is like divided us in even that aspect. It's got us thinking each other ain't shit.
Well, of course. You know, again, people think it's government. It has nothing to do with government. It's fucking, you know, the money machine. It's out of fucking control. And that's what it is. It's a money machine now. The global world is a money machine. And we're, you know, here in the West, like we're the most developed ones, and our government's clued in that, you know, they can, it's far more lucrative for them to have both parents or two people.
Isaac, put them down and stop.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think they want parents anymore. They just want two people paying taxes. You know what I mean? They don't want the children as a dependent. The problem is like, it's not sustainable. You know, like, that's why I say it's out of control. Because while we're not having kids, like, what's going to happen to the country? You know, yours, mine, it doesn't really matter whose. You know, like, people are worried about immigrants taking over. We're letting it happen. Like, for those who really care about that shit, they're the only ones who are having multiple children. You know, like, you're the exception. People like you. You're not the norm anymore, you know?
No, for sure.
And a lot of it is falling over backwards to get stuff. You know what I mean?
And we're just trying to stay together. That's me and her big thing, battling for us to, like, be a family, you know?
Yeah, and that's what's important. But we've lost that. You know, like, we were, you know, both Sue and I were top earners. You know what I mean? And, like, we waited, like, we stayed together for 10 years before having kids. Like, there was no reason why we couldn't have had kids after 4 or 5 years or less. Like, we were definitely in love. You know what I mean? She wanted a career. You know, I was building my company, blah, blah, blah. And, you know what I mean?
No, for
so
sure.
we put it off. Like, I was like 34. She was, you know, going on 42. You know, that's getting up there for most women, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And like I said, she had always taken care of herself, so she was, like I said, everyone thought she was younger than I was. I could show you pictures of us together, Mike, and you'll be like, there's no way she's 8 years older than you. Like I said, I'd show you a picture of her now, and like I said, it's not because she's 60. If she had aged the way she was aging all along, she'd look 10 years younger than she does. Now, I'm hoping that, you know, when we split up, that, you know, she gets that back. And that's the honest truth. It pains me to see her the way she is.
That's because that's how you know you care about her, you know, truly.
You know?
Still want the best.
You know, I wish we could have stayed together, but I'm not like this. This is just toxic for both of us. Like I said, I'm killing myself slowly. She's obviously not fucking content at all.
And I heard that once in a lecture where they were talking about like soulmates and one soul, and they were talking about like being elevating one another. And damn, I forget the guy's name that said it, but he said either we're fortunate enough to find someone and we truly like bring the best out. We highlight everything great about one another, or we lock each other, you know, like in other words of saying, like, you know, we inspire each other, or we lock each other in this uncontentful purgatory. Like we become these toxic environments for one another. And it made me think about like relationships I saw growing up. You know, and that was the thing. It was like I looked at my Aunt Bertha and my Uncle Rusty, and dude, they were like that perfect example. Like, they were like the perfect example
Not bad.
of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not bad.
they really just were each other's other half. And then I grew up with, you know, seeing other couples that were you made you wonder, like, how you could be so cruel to other people and say you love them, you know. So
Yeah, you know, and I mean, like I said, over the years, I mean, being upset, I've definitely said hurtful things, and I haven't always been kind. You know what I mean?
for sure,
Like, what is fucked up though is, like, for the first decade we were together, like, I was really careful as to what I said to her and how I worded things. But even through those fights, when I think about it, like, she was lashing out pretty harsh. You know what I mean?
women are so much more emotional, like, oh god, deeply more emotional than we are. We just think with more logic.
Oh, they know how to rip through you. That's for sure.
Oh god, well,
You know, nothing I ever said to her was as hurtful as the shit she said to me.
I can agree. For sure, I can definitely agree with that. That's something that I'm choosing. Like, I put too many years on my, you know, on my damn fucking self with a needless stress and them kind of arguments and shit in them situations. So I just I can't. You know what I mean? I can't waste no more energy on shit like that anymore. I'm done fighting. Only time I'm fighting anymore, man, is, you know, for my family, for sure. Like, if it's, you know, I'm done killing myself, you know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
I just, my peace, my energy, like, I've given out so much energy to people that didn't deserve it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, fuck that, bro.
Yeah, no, I think I've already closed myself off quite a bit because there is an age difference, you know what I mean? I don't have a large circle of friends, like, offline. I have virtually no friends offline. So, like, when I say that I'm alone, I'm alone,
I don't have it either, Jeff. I
you
don't.
know? Yeah, no, like, I'm not, it's not like, oh, poor me, I don't have, like, it's
No,
just
I get it.
kinda how
No,
I am,
me and you
know?
are very that similar in that. Is just we
A
just
lot of
kind
the
of rock
people
by
that
ourselves.
were in my life were toxic, and I got rid of them. And I never, like, I always worked alone. I was subcontracting, you know what I mean? Like, and then I was contracting. I mean, I worked alone. So I didn't have offline friends and associates. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And the ones that I did have turned out to be kind of toxic. So, like I said, I let them go. And you know, I don't regret that. It's just, you know, I don't really have my family to rely on. My best friend died 9 years ago. My dad's fucking useless. Like, I mean, I love the guy and everything, but he's not, like, I don't know how he looks at the world. I really don't, because, like I said, to me, he's kind of indifferent to everything. You know what I mean? Nothing's his problem, and, like, he's helped us out here and there, but financially, he could have helped us big time. He could have let us move in with him when we were crashing, and we were willing to sell this place, and you know, it was a temporary thing. Like, his literal answer was, well, I might want to move, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just oblivious. That's why I say I have my doubts that he's going to let me move in. It'd be nice, but I doubt it. It's just because it's close to work and shit. I wouldn't have to worry so much about a vehicle and stuff.
Right, right.
But, like, I want to sell virtually everything I own anyhow, except for the basics, you know, my TV, PlayStation, computer, my newer hand tools and cordless tools, you know. But everything else, I have no use for them. They're all like renovation tools, like if I was renovating houses, and at 52, like right now, I'm not planning on renovating anything. And the way my dad is, like I said, he's not going to let me move a bunch of stuff to his place.
Right.
So, you know, I don't have a lot of options. I'm not going to want to move all this shit with me. I'm going to be as minimalist as possible. Like, I have, I don't know, a few hundred CDs or, you know, a few hundred fucking DVDs. Like, I plan on selling all this shit, or, you know, Sue can have it. I really don't give a fuck. Or Sarah, you know? Like, I honestly don't care. Like, my need for material shit has dwindled so much. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure.
So, you know, like, yeah, I got my RC cars and a few things here and there that I'll want to take with me, but, you know, nothing major. My guitars, you know what I mean? But everything else is insignificant. It really is. And I mean, as far as our furniture upstairs and shit, I honestly don't want a goddamn thing that reminds me of her. You know, we bought all this stuff together because we were building a life together. I certainly don't want it now. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
You know, go and sit at a table that, you know, we bought when we were in love, and throwing parties and fucking having, like, you know, 12 guests at a time and family members and everything else back when it was actually fun to be together. You know, I don't need a constant reminder of that.
For sure.
You know, that's just kind of how it goes. You know, I don't think she's gonna want it either. You know what I mean? Women tend to want to, like, forget you as fast as possible.
For sure.
You know, that's typically what they do. That's why they fucking have such an easy time sleeping around. I don't even mean, like, cheating. I mean, like, once they get single, and I mean, I'm not really worried about that. Not that I really care. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, again, you know, a woman has, like, it's easy for a woman to keep a man. All she has to do is keep him doused with her pheromones. That's the truth. And all she has to do for that is to put out regularly. Well, you know, my wife stopped putting out a long time ago. Regularly, anyways. You know what I mean? And when I had my stroke, it was like she was afraid to break me. So, you know, it's not like things have been happening lately.
That's why you got the desire, or the saying, men need to be loved, women need to be desired.
Yeah. Well, I don't desire her. She made that, like, she did that to herself. You know, like I described to you earlier, like, she dresses like a man, you know. She, like, lately she hasn't even been bathing every day. Like, she literally smells bad. You know what I mean? And at first I thought it was just because I had an issue with her. No. Like I said, it's because she's literally not doing things that she used to do as a normal person. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's fucking gross. You know, like I said, I don't like saying these things. You know what I mean?
Get it. I get it.
It bothers me that this you know, used to be someone that, you know, like I said, I admired, you know, I cherished. I mean, obviously I'll always care about her, but she's gotten ugly. You know, whether that's psychosis or by choice, I have no idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sounds like you're ready to crash.
My sinuses are fucking with me, and I just got the, I got the yawns, but I gotta, you know, I can't go to bed until this little fuck goes to sleep. Well, honey, are you alright? If you're that tired, why don't you just get him out of bed? Well, dude, you're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You ain't been watching this for a second. Be quiet to me. Whatever.
But yeah, no, I think if I gotta live with her for the next 4 months, I'm gonna, what do you call it, move my bedroom down here. It's kind of weird sleeping in the same bed, you know?
Definitely, yeah. Oh,
Not too much,
another day, you know.
Having a depressing conversation. No, I said we were having a depressing conversation. No, I challenged Sue again this weekend, and she basically said she wants to sell the house and go her own way. So I mean, I got an answer for a change, a straight answer, which is kind of nice. I'd talk about it, but I've been talking about it, and I'm almost ready for bed, so, you know, it'll have to be another night. Yeah, that's what she said. You know, well, no, we were having an argument, you know, about the same bullshit as usual, so I'm like, you know, like, what do you want? You know, like, this is getting stupid, and I want to sell the house and go our own way. And I was like, all right. You know, like I said, that's an answer. So, I mean, I got to work out some of the details, because I got to figure out if she's going to take me to the cleaners or actually be civil about it. You know, obviously I'm not going to be able to quit my job anytime soon, but, you know, I've got the time to fucking work on other things, I guess. Well, I mean, I just don't think I'll make it messy, you know what I mean? If she wants to fucking take everything, take everything. I just don't care anymore. Just get the fuck out of my life. If I never see you again, it's too soon. Yeah, like, like, this is so toxic right now, I can't think. You know what I mean? I can't function. So, like, I have too much drama in my day job. Although I may, you know, I may take because it's going to take probably 3-4 months before we can realistically sell the place. You know, I plan on selling 90% of my shit because I just don't care. You know, I don't want anything that reminds me of her. That's just being honest. You know, I may regret that one day. I don't care. You know what I mean? I've wasted enough time in this relationship. And, you know, I mean, part of me is relieved, part of me is kind of angry, part of me is sad, you know. Because I was telling Mike, I think she's a coward, and that she should have told me this like fucking 10 years ago when we bought this place. You know what I mean? And it, like, shame on you. Like, you couldn't fucking make a decision. Well, yeah, she says it's something new, but you know, like, okay, you know, you just had this feeling today. Like, get the fuck out of here. This is something you may not have been planning it, but everything about